환영합니다. Welcome to K-Culture Dive, where we dive deeper into the heart of Korean culture with K-entertainment issues, AI culture news, K-culture in photos, and today our Hallyu People segment where we talk to an influencer about K-food. And I'm your host, Kwon So-wa. Let's dive in. And joining me this Wednesday is our co-host Walter Lee. Hello, Walter.
Hello, Soa, and hello to our viewers at home. I'm Walter Lee here to co-host alongside Soa and give you the latest in Korean entertainment.
All right, let's get started with K-entertainment news, Walter. So, starting off with ENHYPEN, we've been talking about them this whole week, but what's the news?
Well, I can't even begin to start with ENHYPEN because according to the latest charts released on Tuesday, local time, the group has soared to #1 on Billboard's Artist 100 chart, marking it the first time ENHYPEN has topped the ranking. Now, the Artist 100 chart is one of the industry's most important indicators of an artist's global influence. So, doing great, of course. I also mentioned last time that ENHYPEN's 7th mini album, The Sin Vanish, made a powerful debut at #2 on the Billboard 200 while completely dominating several subcharts. The album claimed #1 on top album sales, top current album sales, the world albums, proving its massive worldwide impact. The title track Knife also sliced its way to the top, landing at #1 on the World Digital Song sales alongside placements at #62 on the global, exclusively in the US chart, and number 90 on the global 200. Now, with these achievements, ENHYPEN have now placed 6 consecutive albums in the top 10 of the Billboard 200, further cementing their status as one of K-pop's leading forces. Now, The Sin Vanish also surpassed 2.07 million copies sold worldwide in its first week, earning the group their 4th double million seller. Now, to celebrate all these achievements and milestones, ENHYPEN will meet with fans in person at a special fan event titled Vampire is Coming on January 30th in Gangnam, Seoul.
Well, talking about fan meetups and moving on to girl groups, who are we going to cover next?
We're going to cover Kiss of Life, and they are gearing up to meet fans across Asia with their upcoming fan meeting tour, 2026 Kiss of Life Asia Fan Meeting Tour Deja Vu. Now, according to their agency S2 Entertainment, the tour will kick off in Seoul on March 28th before heading to Bangkok on June 6th, Taipei on June 13th, and Tokyo in June 27th. Excitement is already building following the release of a teaser video that sees the 4 members transform into detective as they search for clues tied to the mysterious case titled Deja Vu. Now, curiosity is growing over the unique storyline and immersive experience the fan meeting tour will deliver. Kiss of Life are also preparing for some new releases with teasers for Guess the Next Era being shown through their official channels, leaving fans eager for what's next.
Looking forward to that. And lastly, a tribute to an incredible actor we lost recently.
Yes, indeed. So a special exhibition celebrating the legacy of Ahn Sung-gi will soon give audiences a rare chance to experience both films and photographs in one place. Now, Independent Art Cinema Picture House said earlier this week it will present the special showcase called Ahn Sung-gi in the 21st Century, running from February 5th to March 5th. The program spotlights Ahn's powerful performances from the 2000s and onward, showing the depth and evolution of his later career. The screening lineup includes Paper Flower, the film that earned Ahn the Best Actor award at the Houston International Film Festival in 2020, along with acclaimed works such as Unbowed, In the Name of the Sun, and much more.
Thank you very much, Walter, for those updates, and stick around.
Will do.
And now let's turn to our AI anchor Arang for more on the culture front. Arang, take it away.
Thanks, Wa. Here's your AI guide to the latest cultural headlines from Korea. Let's begin with our top story. The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism has named the Suntang Fermented Foods Festival as a 2026 Cultural Tourism Festival. The annual festival that features the iconic flavors of Korean cuisine takes place in Jeollabuk-do Province. The ministry's selection was based on their evaluation of local residents engaged in operating food booths, offering local dishes at reasonable prices without price gouging. The festival includes hands-on programs and activities available for all generations, with active recycling and environmentally friendly efforts made. These elements aligned with the ministry's criteria, earning the festival evaluation that it contributed positively to the spread of K-food. The 2026 Suntang Fermented Foods Festival is scheduled to take place in October. The Taean World Tulip Festival will open on April 1st in Chungcheongnam-do Province to celebrate spring blossoms. Taean County officials said this year's event will run through May 6th and highlighted that the event has moved to the Magompo area. The festival was previously held around Gochihae Beach. The award-winning flagship festival will welcome visitors with the largest number of tulips ever showcased at the event, along with newly installed sculptures and structures, and a tulip garden inspired by the gardens of the Palace of Versailles in Paris, which is expected to offer visitors an immersive experience that blends garden art with floral culture. Mattel, the maker of Barbie dolls, has revealed a new line of toys based on the main characters of the Netflix animated film K-pop Demon Hunters. The toy company said fans can pre-order the American Girl edition of the K-pop Demon Hunters collection, which features the film's main trio, Rumi, Zoe, and Mira, also known as the fictional K-pop girl group Huntrix. Each doll is inspired by the different characters' on-screen looks and personalities. Netflix had announced in October last year that it had signed licensing agreements with toy companies Mattel and Hasbro to produce merchandise for the global phenomenon. That's all from me. Turning now to a quick look at more K-culture stories making headlines today.
Through a single photo at a time, we take a closer look at culture in Korea. This is K-Culture in Photos. Let's start with this Korean word, 돌반지. 돌반지 is a gold ring given to a baby on their first birthday. It's not just jewelry, it's wishing the child a healthy and prosperous future. Now, let me show you what it looks like. It looks like this. 돌반지 is a traditionally grandparents or relatives give it as a meaningful keepsake for the babies. But these days, both giving and receiving 돌반지 has become a little stressful, and that's because gold prices are soaring. Let's move to the next photo. With prices hitting record highs, gold investment is booming in Korea. And this month, Korea's 5 major banks sold more than 71 billion won of gold bars. As you can see, like here, roughly double last month total. So, if gold feels too expensive, would you still invest? That brings us to this fun new term, 콩알금, that is. It literally means bean-sized gold, and let me show you. These tiny pieces of gold, about the size of bean, are becoming hugely popular, especially among younger Koreans. People buy small amounts every month, slowly building up their gold savings. A tradition that once focused on gifting gold for babies is now evolving into everyday micro-investing. Now, let me introduce another uniquely Korean winter trend. It's called 빙박, which means camping on ice. And let's take a look. On one of the coldest days of winter, people gather on a frozen river, pitching tents directly on the ice, just like this. And when temperatures drop sharply, the river freezes thick enough, about 10 to 15 centimeters, to make this kind of camping possible. And suddenly, a quiet river turns into a winter tent village, and families and friends walk across the ice, leaving footprints behind, and some pull sleds for their kids. And others sit together on the frozen surface, sharing stories they don't usually have time to tell. And as the sun sets, the tents glow softly against the white ice. And at night, under the stars, the snow reflects the light almost like a winter aurora. Would you ever spend a night on a frozen river? Because for those who enjoy 빙박, even the coldest winter can become an adventure. Now take a look at this photo. Colorful costumes, spinning hats, and fast drum beats. This is part of a 풍물 or 풍물놀이 performance. 풍물 is a traditional Korean folk performance combining drumming, dancing, and movement. It began as a farmer's music and today fills the streets and festivals with energy. This year marks the 30th anniversary of 부평 풍물 Festival in Incheon, and it was recently selected again as one of Korea's official culture and tourism festivals for 2026 and 2027. How popular is it? Look at this photo. This scene is from the 부평 풍물 Festival, and as you can see, it's fully packed with people enjoying the energetic 풍물 or 풍물놀이. And what makes 풍물 special is that it doesn't stay on stage. It flows into the streets, turning tradition into a shared celebration. This is Korean society today, where tradition meets trend and every moment became culture.
After some 10 years of living in Korea, one foreign resident has gone from discovering Korean food to making his own kimchi and creating unique ramyeon recipes, a true lover of K-food. Through his social media and YouTube channel, he introduces the flavors and charm of Korean cuisine to audiences around the world. So how has a decade of living in Korea changed his palate and his life? We're now joined in the studio by Polish influencer Matthew Nowicz. Welcome, Matthew.
Hello, Matthew.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 저는 포란드에서 온 이제 한국살이 11년 차 한식 사랑하는 매튜라고 합니다. 반갑습니다.
Oh, wow.
Hello, I'm Matthew from Poland. I live in Korea for already 11 years, and I love Korean food.
Okay, perfect Korean and perfect English, probably perfect
Thank you.
Polish, but we hear...
The least.
Okay, so as you said, you've been here in Korea now around 11 years already. So tell us what brought you to Korea in the first place?
So the first time I came here, I was like around 16 years old. I was scouted by the foreign model agency from here. Like I was a model in the Polish model agency, but suddenly they put my profile on the website, and then the Korean agency just, we want to bring him to Korea. So that's how my journey started.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So that time, actually, I never thought I would live in Korea, like ever, because I was playing like this and that other stuff. But suddenly it became like that. And it's been already 11 years.
Wow, fascinating. And I do realize that you have a number of different social media accounts. So on one account, I do see you modeling, and then on the other account, you usually have contents on K-food. And as we're going to focus on K-food today, let me ask you, what was the first Korean dish you ever tried when you arrived in Korea? Or actually, have you even tried Korean food before in Poland?
So the first time I arrived here, I think I tried. It was like I just came up from the plane, and I was very hungry, so I just ran into the convenience store, and I think the first thing like Korean, not like a dish, it was just like a snack. It was like the samgakkimbap with the tuna inside and mayo, and then the next when I got the proper meal. It was, I think, the Korean barbecue.
Wow,
like samgyeopsal with kimchi and the thing we all like, right?
Those were like really super great choices.
Yes.
Arriving at the
Very
airport
Korean,
and
right?
having a samgakkimbap, like that's one of the best, K
Especially
snacks that you
the
have.
tuna mayo one.
Exactly. So did you know about that before?
I didn't know, but I like to try new things. I'm not very scary. I'm not very aware of that. And I remember, I'm not sure, guys, if you remember, like the triangle, the coffee milk thing.
Yeah,
like
of course.
even they always cut it on the top
Yeah.
with scissors. I think that was the first thing after I arrived in Korea,
Oh.
and then the next day was Korean barbecue.
Okay, brings up a lot of memories.
Yeah.
I liked those as well.
Yeah, and I haven't eaten samgap kimbap in a long time, so maybe I should after the show. But talking about food, now, are there any similarities between Korean food and Polish food? Like maybe if it comes to like savory taste, umami tastes, etc., etc. What feels most similar and what feels more different?
I feel Polish food and Korean food are very alike. Because like in Korea you have like mandu, right? Which is dumpling. And then if you go to Poland, we have pierogi and in many different kinds. And then we have kind of similar thing like donkasu, which is like just a pork cutlet, right? Or we have a lot of food like fermented food, like we do the sauerkraut, as you know, right?
Yes,
And
sauerkraut,
then-
also a
and it's
favorite in Germany.
Actually kind of like baked kimchi, like the white kimchi kind of thing. So I wasn't very like aware of Korean food. It's just the thing, the seasoning is different. Like in Korea, they use a lot of gochugaru and gochujang and all that kind of like soy sauces and stuff. But I was fine. I was fine, and I very like it from
When
the
you
the
go
first time.
back to Poland, what's the very first thing that you like to eat?
I think in Poland, like actually my mom is a chef.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Fantastic.
So I grew up in the like the food in my like back home. It was always like good and delicious and with good products. But like the thing I go back to Poland, I always eat my grandma's dumpling, and then my mom, she makes like kind of a like a steak with minced meat, and then aside there's like mashed potato and the beet salad, which is like kind of stir fried.
Okay.
I think that's the first dish.
Oh, okay, sounds delicious. But let's go back to Korean food now,
Right.
and let's talk about ramyeon, because I heard you've got a special affection for ramyeon. And what do you think makes Korean ramyeon so special?
Cause like actually like it's very easy to make, right? It's
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 minutes, and then the price is good, and it can be like a meal or like just like a snack, and then you can make like or like variety of recipes for that, like whatever you like you can put in ramen. If you like eggs or like garlic, you can just put in it, or like if you like napa cabbage, you can just put in it and make it different styles. So it's very like flexible kind of product. So
Right.
Talking about ramen and continuing with this theme, you also cook. So what's one favorite ramen recipe you may have cooked or tried that you would maybe recommend?
I have tried like many recipes, but I think the simple is the best. But kind of like I made before, like you cook noodles and then you bring the noodles out from the boiling water, and then you kind of do like you beat eggs and you do like a coating, so it stops the cooking process of noodles, so it doesn't get too soft. And then you add the minced garlic to the soup, and then you pour it over the noodles. So
Oh,
it tastes very good.
I don't think I've tried that before.
It's very, how do you call this in Korea? Like 쫄깃해. 면이 쫄깃하고
Very chewy.
되게
Yeah.
Right. And I recently watched one of your tteokbokki videos, which is, of course, a combination of ramyeon and tteokbokki. And after watching that, my menu on that day was tteokbokki. That's how much of influence you're bringing to your viewers.
Well, talking about that, actually, you regularly upload cooking content. Which dish that you've made has received the strongest response from viewers?
Before it was kimchi mandu,
Okay.
but last month, I think, a month ago, I did like the chokpa kimchi, the green onion kimchi, right? And it, like I never thought like people would like it so much, but it was like the views were crazy, and then like many different, like all the comments and like the sharing between each other, like I was very glad.
And when it comes to Korean food, we cannot leave out kimchi. So how was your first ever kimchi experience? And I think you mentioned that in Poland, you also eat fermented foods like sauerkraut, for instance. So yeah, how was your first kimchi experience? And do you have any recommendations, like pairing recommendations with kimchi?
My first kimchi experience, it was like when I first time came to Korea. It's been like 14 years now. I just tried, it was very like, I just went to some like kimbap place and then they have like the self-pour kimchi and it was like, oh, it feels like kind of refreshing, but at the same time it's like a bit spicy. And then like the sourness, it was like very familiar with the Polish baked kimchi, kind of like sauerkraut. So I thought it's very nice, like the side dish, right? Which these days when I cook, I just like we can use it as a main. So, but like for the pairing, like kimchi pairing, I think like for the fresh one, bossam, like the boiled pork, it's very good. So.
Oh, one of the best combinations.
Or if you wanna make it, like if you wanna cook it, you can go to the samgyeopsal restaurant, like the Korean barbecue, and then just fry it together with samgyeopsal. Yeah, it tastes really good.
Also a very good
Right.
recommendation as well.
Just for clarification, so you've been living in Korea for around 11 years, but 14 years ago was your first time in Korea?
So as I said before, it was my first time when I got scouted by the model agency, right? But I was 16 that time, 17 maybe. So I just came here for like 2 months and then I left for school.
Oh, I see.
That's right, you're
Okay.
still young.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was
got it.
baby.
And how did your palate take to the spiciness of Korean food? Like, are Polish people used to spicy food?
I think in Poland, our dishes are more like spiciness with like the black pepper. But here in Korea, it's kind of sweet and spicy at the same time. So it depends, like, I think it depends on the person who makes it. Like, sometimes it's very red, but it doesn't mean it has to be spicy, right? And sometimes it's not that red, but it's spicy. It's like, we have here in Korea, like, we use 청양고추. Like, we have many, like, the flavors and spiciness, so I just choose what I like, I think.
And finally, Matthew, if there would be another K-food content that you would like to try out, what would that be?
I'm gonna keep on doing like kimchi, different kind of kimchi. So I wanna make like 열무 kimchi and 물 kimchi. Like we have like, I think in Korea they have like 400 kinds of kimchi for now.
That's a lot of videos.
Yeah.
You want to try out all of them?
Yeah, but I think it would be cool to make that like the kimchi series because I'm 외국인, I'm foreign, I'm from Western countries, so it's like it's kind of fun to watch, right? Can be.
You're probably a big influence to all those viewers outside who want to try out K-food. So we're looking very much forward to your future content. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so
Matthew.
much. It was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, Walter, as always. We're going to have you back here pretty soon.
See you soon.
Thanks for watching and your interest in everything K-culture. Please tune in again tomorrow, 2 p.m. Korea time. Keep diving.